it always shows me and tells me who doesn't watch football. The way people judge Coach Deion, prime time, the whole evolution of Colorado football. It's like the harshness is just explaining and showing that y'all don't watch the game of football, dog. Deion Sanders is probably the most scrutinized head coach of the current time in media. And it's probably, to be fair, one of the most over-publicized coaches of all time. I actually saw a tweet. Before I get into this, I gotta go back and look at this tweet because we're going to come here with it and hear Travis Hunter. But just as I was thinking about, like, what I was thinking about for the video, I'm like, yo, this tweet is, like, the perfect thing to summarize how crazy September 15th, by the way, September 15th, 2023. Dog, I think they were like 3-0 right now. Like 3-0 was already getting compared to the 2019 undefeated LSU Tigers, who sent like the whole starting 22 to the NFL, dog. Joe Burrow's on his second contract. Jamar and Joe Burrow are on the same team. Justin Jefferson is one of the best receivers in the National Football League. Jamar Chase is right behind him. They're on the same team. They got half the other team on. I mean, this is ridiculous. Sorry, I just had to point that out. We was drinking too much Kool-Aid. But I just think that he gets a lot of scrutiny and maybe a little too much coverage. I can agree with you, but I think a lot of people don't watch football if you think Coach Deion is really this crazy, insanely just me, whatever type football coach. You don't get to these levels and to these steps and produce the type of talent that you produce and have people talk about you the way that they talk about you if you aren't in some way, shape, form, or fashion legit. So we're actually going to get into a video first about Travis Hunter speaking on, just a little snippet about the coaching staff at Colorado and the company that Colorado, keeps and the way Deion Sanders sees himself as a head coach. But not on top of that, we're also going to get into a Matty B. Great video about some of a lot of the scores Deion Sanders has made in the transfer portal. It's so crazy to me that people want to continue to paint this narrative of the desolate whatever Colorado who can't keep these people, who can't do whatever. But it's like, dog, he ain't got no problem getting transfers. He ain't got no problem getting in freshmen. He ain't got no problem getting 5 stars in. Okay? It is what it is. All right, so this is just proof in the pudding of that. This is Travis Hunter speaking on some things.
Teach me all the ins and outs. That play right there, like, lets you know, like, he taught me that. I just had the instincts to go get the ball, take the ball away. I mean, he told me.
I think he's talking about the TCU interception.
Close alignment, ain't nothing else coming back that way unless they run in the mesh. But they didn't run the mesh. My dude ran inside, picked the linebacker and tried to get the running back out. But Coach Prime already taught me that. He told me that months ago. It's just something that I replayed in my head in the middle of the game. My receiver tight, he's either going under or he's running the out route. He took an inside release, so I know he's going under. Watch the back come out, baited the quarterback, pick the ball off. So it's a special plan for him. He teaches a lot. You just got to take it in and learn.
I want you, y'all definitely need to go back and watch that play because that play is so, like, no funny. And people can talk about, who's getting overhyped, blah, blah, blah. The team, is Shador really a number one? Look, Shador, I think, is a good quarterback. He can do some things. He might not be a number one pick. He's definitely can go top 15, can go top 5. This dude right here, I can't show it, but go watch that interception, that TCU game. That is one of the most ridiculous interceptions. And I know one-handed this and that, all interception. No, dog, that was an instinctual, insanely athletic pass, just like he described, passes off his wide receiver going inside, standing on the goal line, takes 1-2 steps, leaps, and just snags it from a wheel. Well, I guess a rail route coming underneath. Oh my God. But all that to Deion Sanders is up in the world. Deion Sanders, stop yelling. Deion Deion Sanders doing big things. So Matt be great. I call him Matty be great. Sometimes you know how them whites get. You know how he gets down. I'll probably watch a little bit of this. You know how he's a bit of a Colorado a hater, but we'll check him out. We'll see what he's got going on. All right, let's see.
Addition to a team, it's not something you're gonna send to your buddy and say, "Oh, look at who Colorado got," but it could be the difference in a lot of plays.
All right,
boys and girls, hope all of you having a great and fantastic Thursday.
Why is he yelling?
This video can make it a little bit better. And man, oh man, we got yet again another rare, let me emphasize that word, a rare jam-packed college football video in the offseason. It's not every day we have multiple topics to talk about and get into. I'd say in the past 3 or 4 months, we might have had like
multiple
5 or 6
topics.
videos like this. So,
yo, can we get to what we want to get? Man, I ain't trying to hit dog. Let's get to it, dog. Let's get to it, dog.
What if you could do
oh
SEO
my
smarter?
Yo, I'm getting killed right now with these ads, dog. All right, we're right here. We're here. All right, let's talk about
more, but we gotta get a move on to the man with Colorado. And who's this new player they got?
Let's talk about
first things first, let's talk about what happened in yesterday's video. We talked about how their former starter, Amarion Cooper, he left and he's going back to Florida State, the Seminoles. And a lot of you on yesterday's video stated, Matt, he wasn't even a starter last year. According to some of you guys, he switched positions, and you were stating after spring ball he was no longer going to be a starter heading into next year, which I did not know. So that he switched positions, and you were first. Let's talk.
And this is why, like, it kind of goes back to my point, and why it's really been. It's kind of been upsetting me the way people have been talking about the transfer portal. Not that I'm like some Colorado lover, which I am because I'm a Coach Prime lover, you know what I'm saying? But more importantly, because I'm a college football lover. So, like, the idea that this corner who struggled in the season, like the starting corner who gave a bunch of touchdowns. I mean, Travis Hunter was the real best corner, and he's because I went back and watched some tape. Dog, Travis Hunter is like a good zone corner. He's not like one of these true lockdown man. Like he's super instinctual, super fluid, super like, and he works great as a super athletic, rangy. I don't know. He kind of reminds me when you go watch him, like almost pick, especially on the picks and those big plays, like a very small Jalen Ramsey. I said very small Jalen Ramsey. He's the ranginess, the ball hawk, right? He's not as aggressive, and he's not as, so take all the physical attributes out, just the rangeness. The I might even have a better comp, but you get what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to point out is that you had terrible secondary play, and you want me to be afraid that a secondary is transferring out? Just like Deion said, bro, you're not. If you're transferring out, dog, you're not a starter where you were, right? Like you like, we gotta face facts. Like you had people coming in. You know, obviously it's different with the Alabamas and different team moves like that. Those are different situations. But even Judkins, who went to Ohio State, I love Judkins like the last year, but that dude wasn't who he was supposed to be. These people don't transfer out because they're star guys. And him going back to Florida State says even more in my mind, right? I mean, this isn't like some, he went over. No, he went back to where he was, and he wasn't starting that corner, dog. Like, I mean, keep it moving, dog. Go ahead.
Video, we talked about how their former. A lot of you on yesterday's video stated, Matt, he wasn't even a starter last year. According to some of you guys, he switched positions, and you were stating after spring ball he was no longer going to be a starter heading into next year, which I did not know. So that's on me. I didn't know Amarion Cooper switched positions, and I also didn't know more likely he wasn't going to be a starter next year. However, the whole focal point of that video was that Colorado was losing him in the first place, and he's going back to Florida State. I was getting this information from sources. It states right here, Amarion Cooper, who was a starter at Colorado last season. You see.
Yeah, Matt, that's what happens when you don't like double check sources and you just like take Twitter snippets, dog. But I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you going above and beyond.
I just assumed since he started last year, he was going to start in this up and coming.
That's on me.
I said it's on you. He wasn't going to start this year. He was changed to safety, and he probably would have got more burn at Colorado than FSU. But he has a child and his family in Florida, so I understand the move. I'm going to say it one more time. That's on me. My mistake.
See that?
I didn't know.
That another one. Like we've gotten so desensitized to transfers that we always assume that, oh, it's NIL, it's playtime, it's blah blah blah. But it's like, bro, Adonai Mitchell transferred to Texas because he had a kid, dog. He was on Georgia. He just won 2 national championships and he transferred to Texas because he wanted to be with his fucking kid. Like, golly.
Oh, he switched positions and also didn't know he probably.
He does look like a
Y'all killed me in the comments for it, so
Jalen Ramsey.
That one, but hey, I was wrong. It is what it is. I can't change it. All I can do is own up to it. Before we really got into things, I did want to come out and say early on, I was wrong in yesterday's video when talking about Omarion Cooper. Continuing along here, though, it seems like for the past couple of weeks, every single time we talked about Colorado, it has been nothing but bad news. However, today, that changes, and the tide is starting to turn a little bit. With the good, you get the bad, and it's been nothing but bad for Colorado these past couple of weeks. However, today...
It really hasn't, dog. Dylan Edwards transfers out. An undersized running back who needs to play, needs to be a slot wide receiver or just gain 20 more pounds. Kermani McLean, a dude who couldn't even stay on the field his first year. Like, I just don't see it, especially with all the transfers in. I just feel like y'all just be hating, dog. Y'all really just be hating,
some
dog.
Good stuff to talk about. Let me ask you a question. What was Colorado's biggest weakness last year?
Offensive
Some
line.
people might say defense. I ain't mad at that. Some others might say their offensive line. I ain't mad at that either. For myself, I would have to say without a shadow of a doubt in my mind, the worst part of this Colorado team, or that Colorado team last year, was the offensive line. The defense did give them a run for their money, don't get it twisted, but man, watching that offensive line, it was unbearable. I remember watching the Oregon game just like it was yesterday. No joke, as soon as Deion Sanders caught the pass, he had roughly 1 to 1.5 seconds before he's getting hit. The offensive line unit last year, it looked like a JV football team. It even got to the point, I don't know if some of y'all remember this, there was conspiracy theories thrown out that the offensive line had beef with Deion Sanders and they weren't blocking because they wanted him to get sacked. That's how bad it was. Do you know how bad you have to be for people in the media to start thinking you're purposely letting your quarterback get sacked and hit? Defense was awful, but man, at least occasionally they did some good things, and occasionally they forced some turnovers. If you don't block him,
all right, let's get to it.
Every single.
All right, dog. I'm about to explode, dog. I hate Matt B. Great's video. This boy got ads every 15 seconds. I can't.
Picked up a key addition on the offensive line. Coach Prime picked up former Michigan State offensive tackle, so it's not like he's playing at some Group of 5 school. He's playing at a Big Ten school. Michigan State
I mean, and let's I'll take that with a grain of salt because it's Michigan State. But go ahead.
Offensive tackle Ethan Boyd. Now hold on, partner. Pump the brakes. I know some of you may assume, oh well, this was probably some second or third string backup. He probably didn't play. And no, that wasn't the case. He played in all 12 games for Michigan State.
That's great. They get the booster off his line, and it just goes to show again. Like, I don't know why he's talking about this is the only positive thing that Colorado has. They've been pulling in a decent amount of linebackers and different players here, there, but I get it. His whole audience. This audience, they just hate Colorado. You know, last year it was 6'8". They're just not good. Okay. Picked up about 10 linemen, over 300 pounds as a few 300. Please update your source from discuss. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Watching, they've been building up. So, I don't know. I think Matt B. Great just knows that he can slap Colorado players on his thumbnails and they get views. I'm not mad at him, dog. That's why I'm reacting to your video. I just wish, do a little research, big dog, get right. But hey, if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed me yapping, leave a like on this video. If you didn't, leave a dislike on this video. Comment, tell me what's bragging, how you feeling, how you living, how you loving, how you loving life. You be amazing, you be blessed, you be phenomenal. Did I tell you like it? Did I tell you dislike it? Did I tell you to comment? Did I tell you to subscribe, to join the tribe? My guy, man, you be amazing.